use KVL and we will use Ohm's law. So we have to remember these two laws, KVL and Ohm's law. And we know KVL means that in a loop, summation of the voltage equals 0. And in Ohm's law, we remember that V equal Ri. Let's say, for example, in this example, I have this loop. We have to put the arrow of the current in this loop, and we have another loop, loop 2. So in loop 1, we'll use KVL. What the KVL say that summation of the voltage in this loop is going to be equal 0. So let's see, in this loop, when we have this arrow of this current, in KVL we will always take the sign of where the arrow is coming. We see this arrow of the current is coming to this minus of this source, So I will have minus 15 here. This same arrow, when it comes in this element, I will have 5. Mean that it should come from this plus minus. It's going to be plus 5. But it should be supposed to be the voltage of this one. And the voltage of this resistor will use Ohm's law, which states that voltage of this resistor is going to be the resistor, means that 5 multiplied by the current flowing of this resistor. And the current flow in this resistor is I1, because I1 will come in this one. I1 is coming in this side. So I will have plus 5 I1. So I will have plus 5 I1. Now I have to have the voltage of this element, plus minus, and this element mean that the current is I3, and if I see I3 is going to be equal I1 from KCL, mean that this current is entering, this current is leaving, so this current also is leaving, mean that I3 is going to be equal I1 minus I2 from KCL. So now is going to be the voltage the voltage of this one is going to be the resistor, which is plus 10, multiply the current. What's the current? I am in mesh 1, I'm in the mesh 1, so I can say loop 1 or say mesh 1. So in mesh 1 I will have the first current I1 minus the current, the elements between mesh 1 and mesh 2, so I will have I2. I come in this voltage again, the arrow will come in this side, is going to be plus 10 equal 0. So if I have this one, by the end I will get 5 I1 plus 10 I1, I will get 15 I1 minus 10 I2, minus 15 plus 10 is going to be minus 5. This minus 5 will come in this side, is going to be equal 5. So I have the first equation. Now if I come, I have this equation. In mesh 2, I have in this mesh, I have the current I2. This current I2 is going to enter in minus 10, because it is entering in the first sign of this voltage, plus the voltage across is this 10, is going to be 10 multiplied by the current across this one, and the current across this one, if we use KCL here, is going to be, since I am mesh 2, I will have I2. I will always start where the current with the mesh that I am, I2 minus I1, because the resistor, this one is between mesh 2 and mesh 1, minus I1 plus this resistor, voltage of this one. The voltage of this one, the resistor is in mesh 2, so I will have 6 I2 plus the voltage of this one, plus 4 I2 equal, is going to be equal 0. So it's going to be equal, 0. So now Now plus 4i2 is going to be equal 0. So in this case I will find the equation, the second equation of this second mesh. So I will have two equations. I will solve to find I1 and I2, because in this mesh analysis we used to determine the current flowing in the element. We'll see some example here. Let's say, for example, in this example, I want to determine I1, I2, and I3, because I have three mesh. I will have three currents. So in mesh 1, let's say in mesh 1 or loop 1, I have this I1 current. It's going to enter in this negative. In this negative, I will have minus 24. This current in this voltage plus 10. What is the current? Since I am in mesh 1, I will have I1. If we use KCL here, it's going to be I1 minus, this resistor is between mesh 1 and mesh 2, so I'll have I1 minus I2. I always start by I1, since if I am in mesh 1, I will always start by I1 plus the voltage of this one. The voltage of this one is going to be plus 12 multiplied by, since I am mesh 1, I was going to start I1 minus, there's this resistor is between mesh 1 and mesh 3, so it's going to be minus I3 equal 0. Now I have to solve it. To solve it, I'll have 10 I1 and 12 I1, so it's going to be equal 22 I1. I have minus 10 I2 plus minus 12 I3 is going to be equal, this minus 24 is coming this way, is going to be plus 24. So I have the first equation. Now I come to mesh 2. In mesh 2, I have this one. I will have this current, it will come to this voltage, which is 24 I2, because there is no this 24 resistance is only in mesh 2, no another is not in another mesh. Plus I have this resistor 4. This resistor is between mesh 2 and mesh 3. Since I am in mesh 2, I will start I2 minus I3 plus 10. This mesh, this current resistor is between mesh 2 and mesh 1. Since I am in mesh 2, I will start I2 minus I1. Why I1? Because the resistor is between mesh 2 and mesh 1 equal 0. So I will have minus 10 I1 here. I will have 24 I2 plus 4 I2 is going to be 28 plus 10 I2 is going to be plus 38 I2 minus 4 I3 minus 4 I3 is going to be equal 0. Now I get the second equation. Now if I come to mesh 3, in mesh 3 I will have this voltage across this 12 resistor. It's going to be 12 multiplied by, since I am in mesh 3, I will start I3. This 12 resistor is between mesh 3 and mesh 1, minus I1 plus 4. This voltage across 4 resistors is between mesh 3 and mesh 1, and mesh 2 is between mesh 3 and mesh 1. So I will have I3 minus I2 plus this voltage because the arrow will come in this positive, plus I will have plus 4i0 I naught equal 0. No, now I will have 12 I3 minus 12 I1 plus 4 plus 4 I3 here minus 4 I2 here minus 4 I2 plus 4 I0. What is I0? If we check, I0 is here, this I0, and this I0 is what? From KCL is I1 minus I3. I1, that is going to be I1 minus I3, I2 minus I2 equal 0. So you will solve this one again. So I will have 3 equations with unknown I1, with unknown I2, and I3. If I have 3 equations with unknown I1, I2, I3, I can put in the calculator to determine the value of I1, to determine the value of I2, and determine the value of I3. We have to pay attention with this one. For I0, you have to see in the circle. I0 is this one. If we use KCL, it's going to be equal I1 minus I2. So I will replace the value of I0 by I1 minus I2 equals 0 and determine this equation. Now, we will see another example. In this case, it's the same process. In mesh 1, I have to find in mesh 1. In mesh 1, it's going to be minus 16. This, because the current, the arrow will come in this minus, plus 4. This resistor is between mesh 1 and mesh 3. So I'll have 4 I1. Because I am mesh 1, I will start by I1 minus I3 plus 2. This 2 is between mesh 1 and mesh 3. Since I am in mesh 1, I will start by I1 minus I2 minus I2 minus I2 minus I2 minus I2 is going to be equal 0. This here I will have minus 16 in this example. I have minus 16 plus 4 since the resistor is between the mesh 1 and mesh 3, so I will have minus 4 I1 minus I1 minus I3 plus this 2 is between mesh 1 and mesh 2, so I'll have minus I1 minus I2 is going to be equal 0. So if I will have 4 I1 plus 2 I1 is going to be 6 I1 here. I will have minus 2 I2. I will have plus minus 4 I3 equal, this minus 16 come this side is going to be 16. So I'll have the first equation. When I come in mesh 2, in mesh 2. Here I have this arrow is going to be 2. This resistor is between mesh 2 and mesh 1. Since I am mesh 2, I will start by I2. I2 minus I1 plus I am this resistor 8. 8 is between mesh 2 and mesh 3. So I will start I2 minus I3, and this arrow will come in this resistor, in this voltage source. It's going to be in the first negative, first sign, minus 10 I0. But like in the previous example, this I0 is here, is equal I3. I0 is the same current as I3, so it's going to be minus I3. This I3 is the same as I0 here. It's going to be equal 0. So I will find the second equation here. If I come in mesh 3, here I will have this resistor is going to be 4. Since I am mesh 3, this resistor is between mesh 3 and mesh 1. I3 minus I1 plus 6. This 6 resistor is in I3, is not between another mesh. So I will have plus I3 plus I have this 8 resistor. This 8 resistor is between mesh 3 and mesh 2. So I will have 8. Since I am mesh 3, I will start by I3 minus I2 equals 0. If I develop again, I will have another equation. So by the end, I will have 3 equations with 3 unknown, I1, I2, and I3. I can put in the calculator and determine the value of I1, the value of I2, the value of I3. So thank you for watching in this section.